a shed update, and before we begin, I am going to be adding some U.S. Army motorcycles 1/35 scale artillery kits to the ARC. I actually bought these at a garage sale, and the beauty thing about this, we got two of the exact same thing, still sealed, you know, because that's the way we like to work around here. We like to have two of everything inside the model ARC. But anyway, I think they're great kits, my personal opinion, and it's one of those, you know, you don't see many vintage kits, you know, at garage sales. I mean, sometimes you do, but anyway, that's just, that was absolutely crazy. But anyway, we're adding some motorcycles to the ARC. I'm pretty sure I don't have these. I may have something similar, but I don't think I have the artillery ones. But we will go upstairs probably next week, and we'll put them up and put them in their proper home. Also, I was at the hobby store, and they told me there was a box with my name on it, and surely there was. So what do we have in here? We actually have, I call it modelers, you know, forgotten projects, or they started or they screwed up or something. But anyway, I have yet to find a model that's not usable. Like, for example, this is a 72nd scale shuttle. Now it's pretty much assembled. It does have decals, does have aftermarket decals. It's not a bad job on it at all. You know, but it can be stripped down, and you know, I made the Mayflower from airplane out of the 72nd scale shuttle, which, if you go over here to the shuttle category, I actually kept the box because it had actually a bunch of spare parts. So now I can actually put a shuttle back in it, and I'll have a complete kit. But anyway, there's that. You can see that the shuttle parts are still, you know, still in the sight. There's a Sky Raider. There's a MPC Biker Scout, which I think I may have a parts box that's got a Scout Trooper in it. But anyway, we'll find a new home for that. You know, it's just crazy what's in here. A lot of airplanes, you know, but it's just good stuff. Everything is usable. This is one of them New Ray. I actually bought this at a garage sale, but anyway, it's a New Ray Corsair, which is kind of a, I call it a toy model. It's just missing the flaps back there, but you can go to the parts box, grab you some flaps, or hell, you can even take some styrene and scratch build it, and you can make you a different version of a you know, Corsair. But anyway, good stuff. I thank the individual for basically donating kits to the ARC. So anyway, looking forward. I got to go through them, so that I'll be I got to go through them, and plus I got some other parts boxes I got to go through, and hopefully we can start doing that since the weather's getting cooler. But a shed update, and where I've left off, and I'm just about done, is the figures section. I pretty much way I'm going to probably keep it, and I don't remember if I did last time. I was going to do like a Mobius section, polar lights, and I've kind of done that, but on some things I've kind of had to move over. For example, I didn't know I had that many sprue kits, which I do. Some of the big Mobius boxes were down here. I started doing a little bit of a vinyl section. I call it classic figures, the you know, Mummy, Illuminators, superheroes. Then kind of intermingle with the polar lights, because it just has to. A little bit of Mobius, resin, and of course vinyl and polystone. And that's what, if you've never seen the Hunter's kit there, that's basically like it's a resin kit, but it's I call it a polystone, which is from the now defunct Kit Kong's Model Mansion, which is a great place. Love the stuff. But anyway, Mobius section, I kind of basically just took it all out and tried to restack what I can. I have to you know, double stack a lot of stuff, because you know, I do get multiples. But anyway, one thing I wanted to show, Mobius's first kit, which got me back into you know, I love monster kits, but that was one of the first ones I actually really built in 2007. That's when that came out, if I read that right. Yep, 2007. Absolutely nuts. And you can get the replacement teeth through the mail, which I got it in the box here. I never did put it, but anyway, it was like $2, and they sent it out. It was great. But anyway, Mobius's first bottle kit, if you will. I mean, I know it's a Aurora reissue, but anyway, that's what got him off the to the start. But anyway, Mobius section, the classic Monarch, which I need to shove it back just a little bit, but anyway, we'll try to fine tune it. Down here on the bottom, Pegasus and Atlantis, and then we'll start the basically polar lights, which I tried to do the wanted to put little newer kits down here, but as you can see, I got doubles down here of like the newer reissues, and then a lot of the old polar lights, which is Aurora 2, and they are basically 2 stacks deep all the way down. Of course, everyone knows the dinosaur section, a little bit of miscellaneous. Right through here we go through you know, polar lights, and then the MPC you know, Lindbergh type stuff, and the old Glencoe, and just try to odd figures throughout through here. Top shelf, I don't have a whole lot of Aurora. You know, it's one of those, you know, I love Aurora stuff, which, you know, you can't really afford the original ones, you know, but you can afford the Polar Lights ones, which are the same thing, just, you know, reissues and all that. But anyway, I do have some Polar Light, or excuse me, Aurora kits. You can see some of the old Man from U.N.C.L.E., Wonder Woman, Tarzan, the Flounder from Dr. Dolittle, you know, John F. Kennedy, monster scenes. Got the Mobius monster scenes next to the original monster scenes, which come over here, and I may move it down a little bit. That's the Dimcon monster scenes, which I kind of want to probably group them all together. Of course, I got just a little bit of variety, you know, a couple planes, the Orion, a few automobiles for in Aurora boxes. And then, you know, we like vintage stuff, you know, the totem poles, ADAR, Planet of the Apes, which I got Planet of the Apes. I had to bury them somewhere. I think I buried them in the back, which they were reissues of Polar Lights, which, you know, same thing. But anyway, a lot of vintage stuff, you know, the crucifix. And then over here, kind of doing a little bit of a movie section, you know, Dora, Alien, James Bond. Well, I even included video games, because you got StarCraft, Crash Bandicoot, Simpsons, you know, and a few other things. I'm going to probably trickle in a little bit of resin, which, you know, that's Robot Monster, which one of my favorite movies. But anyway, you know, and then of course we filter into the Star Wars, Star Trek, you know, and then everyone else has seen everything so far. But anyway, just trying to fine tune everything, so we're trying to and I'm doing it this way where I can add to it if I have to, because you know, I may get like 2 kits over there, or I may get like a whole box of you know, about 20-25 kits, which it magically happens occasionally. But anyway, that's a quick update. What I've got, I'm pretty much done, and pretty much satisfied the way I got it, and I'm looking forward to filling more into the historical archives of the Ark itself. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.